Tonight the Stars Revolt by Gardner at Fox, originally published in Planet Stories, March 1952. Read by Jon Gill. Part 10. They saw the towering ball of globe ship as they broke from the squat, buildings framing the square at the waterfront. It was a ball of golden brilliance, riding the slight sea swell despite its bulk, occasionally rubbing against the soft snubbers attached to the dock. In the moonlight, it loomed majestic and awe-inspiring above the wet, rounded stones of the quay. Its soft slip-slop motion on the waves made it seem alive in the salt-laden breeze moving in from the sea. The scientist halted. "I leave you here. You know how to get to the flaming land?" "Good." Thordad held out his bony hand. Angus grinned and clasped it. He chuckled. "Tell the Herarch to dust off a shelf in his literatum. I'll fill it with the Book of Nard." Thordad smiled, turned on a heel, and strode off into the darkness of an alleyway. Angus went on, eyes gleaming up at the huge hulk of the ship. He heard the wind whistle in the rooftops and across the flat stretch of square. With eyes and ears already occupied, he did not hear the sobbed cry Thordad managed as a man closed on his throat. Nor did he see the dagger dripping crimson in the hand of the man with the zigzag scar, rising to fall again and again in Thordad's body. Angus went across the gangplank into the curved port. He pressed a stud, and the door slid into place. Lights sprang to full illumination, revealing shimmering metal beams and cross-braces, glittering crimson floor, and long banks of control panels. Glowing tubes, slowly warming, flooded the gigantic room with a soft blue color. Angus studied the meters. He drew down a red-handled lever. Far below, the plasticine-sheltered engines throbbed, roared their power. Slowly, the great hull of the globe ship began to revolve, circling the inner ball. The fine margin of airspace, charged with electronically regulated magnets, made a soft swooshing sound as the outer ball rotated faster. The inner ball, a gigantic gyroscope set in a magnetic field, held steady, while the outer globe swirled rapidly. The globe ship seemed a huge ball that some giant's hand was shoving through the water. It flipped water from it as it raced. Its bulk, designed for the minimum amount of friction in water, danced across the waves with terrific speed. Angus watched the great bulk of swaying, restless water ahead of him, saw cumbers flee by, watched huge swells come and go, split by the globular hull. He flipped over the light map and studied his progress, making changes in the directional needle. He headed out across the heaving Carcarolan Sea towards the flaming lands, where no living man had ever gone before. The end. Thank you for listening.